Hi friends, welcome back to Igmaski tutorial series. So in this video we are going to discuss about one of the important topics, that is a promise. So this is the most important topics and advanced concept in the promise. So what is promise? So promise is basically simple an object in JavaScript. So simply, if I can explain this, suppose you and your friend it's decided to go to the cinema hall. Okay, so here the friend is the promise and your friend want to buy the cinema ticket. That means your friend promises you they will buy the cinema ticket. That means we cannot understand whether they can manage to get ticket or not. So here promise resolves the problem. So each case there have a two condition, one is resolve or one is reject. That means if friends anyhow manage to buy ticket, that means he fulfill his promise. So this is approve, or you can say the resolve, right? And if not fulfill, then it will come as a reject. Means every time we will get some answer. So this is simple promise. So why we need the promise? Basically JavaScript follows the synchronous flows. That means whenever they will get any instruction, simply it follows all the instructions step by steps, and whatever it will come first, it will serve the output, means it will process first. So here it resolve that problem by promise. So let's see what exactly problem. So simply this is my script, and let's declare variable. Suppose let var equal to something. Suppose I want to declare var equal to 1. So not var is a keyword, so val. Okay, let val equal to 1 and let's console log, right? Simple console log, and let's print this value. Now let's take another. So val equal to, suppose this time the val will be 2, and again I am taking another val equal to 3, right? Let's see how it's appear in the output. So we know very simple, we will get output that is 1, 2 and 3. Let's assume this process takes too much time. Then what happened? So simple, if I just use simple set timeout function, so set timeout, and let's add some time. So here simply write a closure function, and here just write console log the same output, that is val, and let's provide the time, suppose 3 seconds. Then what happened? So will I get the same output? Let's see. So refresh this, 1, 3 and 3, right? So after 3 seconds we will get the output, that is 3. And just remove these things and let's see what happened. So we are getting 1, and after 3 seconds we will get 2. Okay, now if I just add these things, then we can see it's not behaving correctly. So after 3 seconds we are getting 3, but here the output should be 2. So here I am passing 2, so here that should be output as a 2, but not. So after 3 seconds it will getting the value is 3. That means the value is 1 declared and it's getting output. Then value is 2 is declared and it's taking the long time to process the output, and in the meantime they got this line number 11, that is val 3 and console log and output 3. So last time what is the value of the val? So we are getting 3, so it's printing 3. This is the problem. This is the big problem. Suppose you are processing a large data, or suppose you are processing with a big calculation, that time we will get this type of problem. These problems solving by promise. So I hope understand what is the problems, why we need promise. So to solve this problem we need promise. So we will learn 3 things: how to create promise, how to fulfill or reject promise. Just like if your friend got a ticket, that means it is approved, or you can say the promise is fulfilled or resolved. And if not get the ticket, that means it will reject, or the friends cannot fulfill their promise, right? So every case promise have two things, that is resolve and reject. So let's remove these things and let's see how we can define or how we can create promise. So simply let's create a promise. Let P equal to suppose new promise, right? And here it will always come two parameters, that is resolve, sorry spelling mistake, resolve and reject, right? And we know the arrow function, so we'll use the arrow function here, and here inside this we'll create our logics, right? So this is basically the promise structure, and by this new promise syntax we can define our promise. So let's take some example. So here I am doing some operations. Suppose let add equal to 1 plus 1, right? And now I am checking if the add is if add is equal to 2, that means it's approved, so it's true, right? If add equal to 2, so the result is always 2. So if this is true, then it is resolve, otherwise it will reject, right? So how we can handle this? So let's use resolve, and inside the resolve just write here success, right? And simply just for checking, just for getting output for better understanding, I am writing this resolve success, and here reject, also here write failed or something, right? So here write failed simply. Okay, so if I get the true result, that means success. So let's handle these things. So how can I handle? So we need to use the generator. So the generator is dot then function. Okay, so here the object name is P dot then, right? So here we will handle these things. So the then is basically handled for resolve case, and for failed we have the catch block, right? So let's handle the success first, right? So then I am setting some message here. So write message, sorry spelling mistake, message, and let's use the arrow function, and inside here simply write console log, and just write here the message. So what is the variable name? That is message. Okay, now this is true. So if I just go here and let's refresh this, we can get the success. Okay, now if I just change this and let's make it 2, that means 1 plus 2 equal to 3, that means it will not resolve, it will be under reject. That time also just refresh this, we are getting the error, that is uncaught in promise failed, right? We need to define or we need to handle the reject method also. So for resolve method we need to use the then, and for reject cases we need to use the catch. So here simply write catch, and suppose here let's use error, and just the same way just to write here in this way. So simply write console log error, that is error. Okay, you can take any variable, it's just like a closure function, right? So just refresh this, it's spelled. So this is the basic things how to handle the promise, resolve or reject, and how to create the promise. Now the question is, suppose if I want to get the multiple promises. Now think, if we have multiple promise, and then how we'll handle this. So let's take another example. So basically these things are calling the chaining, right? that means if there is something true functions, that means your friend is going to buy a ticket. If they got, then okay, that means resolve. If not got, then what happen? Then I can define another logic. If we not get ticket, then we can take dinner in a restaurant, right? So in this way we can add any condition. If this is true, that means we can do that thing. If false, we can make another promise, or if that is true, then we can resolve that promise. In this way the promise can be worked, right? So basically these things are calling as chaining. So now let's modify this example. Suppose in this case I'm just removing these things. Suppose I am not considering about reject for now, I am simply writing suppose to resolve, and here suppose let's use only for true condition, suppose to resolve, and here I am passing suppose 10, right? Now the thing is, the inside here we are getting, suppose I am taking the val and I am just consoling this val, right? And now I want to increment the value, so I want to return to the promise. So simply just return, and I want to add the addition with the value with again 5. Okay, so then 10, and now it's just going to return to the promise with the addition of value, that is 5. Okay, so in this way, so we can create another things, that is dot then, and inside here we will just write the logic of this. So simply here write the val again, and let's create the arrow function, and then so just write in this way, it will look better. And again just console log, and let's write val, right? And in this time if I just refresh this, we are getting 10 and then add 5, that is 15, and then we can write the same logic again and again, and we can decide what will be the next logic. So here I am adding 5, and here I can also add the 50 also, so it will add the 50 with the addition. So we can see 10 and then added 5, that is 15, and then 50, so it becomes 65. So basically these things are calling chaining, right? So I think you can understand how promise is working. Another topics in the related to the promise, that is the finally. So just like oops concept, if you have any constructor, then we can add these things. So this is the finally, so just write here the finally. So basically finally will always execute. So such time if you want something that will always appear, you can declare in the final statement or final box. So simply write p, that is the object name, and then finally, right? And inside here we don't need to pass any arguments here, and here simply write sorry, the function statement is not correct, so in this way, right? And then write console log has something, so here you can write, so this will be actually the arrow function, and here simply just write promise tutorial, right? And let's refresh this, so we can get the output, that is promise tutorial. So this is the main concept of finally. So if you want any string or anything, if you want, always it will come, then you can use the final statement. The logic is behind the then and catch, so it is basically solve the synchronous problem of JavaScript. So it can handle large data and we don't need to wait for everything. So basically it will get the output as per requested, as per our logic, right? So it will not conflict with the another variables, and it can process the large data as I have explained in previous, right? So I think you will love this video, and please like and subscribe this channel for upcoming video. And still if you have any queries about this video, please comment in the below comment section. So next we are going to discuss about another interesting topic with the related to promise. So we will discuss about how to fetch API data with promise, right? So please like and subscribe this channel for upcoming video. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good day.